Dave Neilson, Fantasy Sports Giant, coming back to you to discuss Week 1 winners and losers running backs. Let's get right into it. The winners. First off, let's go with Kareem Hunt, Kansas City Chiefs. Big week for the rookie running back. 148 yards rushing, 5 receptions, 98 yards, 3 touchdowns against the defending Super Bowl champs, New England Patriots. First off, I will say this. I don't know what New England was doing on defense in that second half. Unbelievable what they were doing. We're not getting any pressure on Alex Smith, and that just opened things up for the Chiefs offense. But look, Kareem Hunt has made his case. He's obviously the feature back now for the Kansas City Chiefs, and I like him the rest of the way. Andy Reid knows what he's doing on offense. He knows how to use those running backs. I think he will. Think about it in the past. LaShawn McCoy, Brian Westbrook, Kareem Hunt could be one of those next guys in that category, so I like Kareem Hunt. Leonard Fournette, another rookie, 100 yards and a touchdown against the Houston Texans. Look, right now it looks like a lot of ground and pound there from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Have a very improved defense, so they're going to run that ball. It looks like right now they're going to be playing up a lot of times, so they'll be running the ball a lot more. So I like Fournette. Obviously, he's a guy that everybody liked this season. That's why Jacksonville took him with the 4th overall pick. So I like Fournette. Also, Tariq Cohen, a big surprise this week in Week 1 of the NFL season. 66 yards rushing, 47 yards receiving, 8 receptions and a touchdown. This guy seems like he can do a lot of things. He has a lot of speed. The Falcons' defense supposedly has a lot of speed, but they couldn't keep up with this guy. Cohen is a guy you definitely want to target. He should be out there in the free agent wire. Pick him up if he's not already been taken in your fantasy leagues. Also, Dalvin Cook, another rookie. A lot of rookies this week. Dalvin Cook, 127 yards rushing, 3 receptions for 11 yards. He could have had a couple more receptions. He dropped a couple passes. I like Dalvin Cook as well. This is a guy who's going to be featured for the Minnesota Vikings. He's definitely the number 1 running back there, so I like Dalvin Cook as well. And finally, Mike Gillislee for the New England Patriots, 3 touchdowns last week. I think he has proven that he is going to be that goal line back and probably the first and second down running back for the New England Patriots. So this is a guy you want to pick up. For the losers, we'll start off with Lamar Miller and Isaiah Crowell. Miller has been a guy that I've hit on earlier this season, saying he's not going to put up the type of numbers that he did last year. He was kind of a disappointment last year. He's going to even be a bigger disappointment this year. Isaiah Crowell, look, I think he will be fine. Obviously, played a rough defense there with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He had a rough game as a result, but I think this is a guy who will continue to progress as the season goes on. DeMarco Murray and Le'Veon Bell, 2 guys who really hurt a lot of people's fantasy week. These are guys who were first-round picks. DeMarco Murray, as I said earlier this season, he's a guy that I am not high on. In fact, I rated him as my flim-flam man of the running backs. I think right now he's on the downside of his career. I think Derrick Henry, while he is there, I think he's going to start stealing more and more carries from DeMarco Murray. So this is a guy that you want to stay away from in most of your fantasy leagues. And Le'Veon Bell, just a bad week. This is not the type of Le'Veon Bell numbers he usually puts up, 37 yards rushing. I expect bigger things as the season goes on. So definitely don't be worried about Le'Veon Bell. And then finally, Amir Abdullah, I thought big things for him in Week 1. Didn't get it done. I think he will, though, as the season goes on, and he will be the feature back for the Detroit Lions. You heard it here first on Fantasy Sports Giant. Wide receivers and tight ends still to come. Stay tuned to Fantasy Sports Giant.